Lazy Sunday mornings, hiding under covers. I don't mind staying in with you. Play your favorite movie, playing right beside me. I don't mind when it's just us two. That corner coffee shop we like to go. Late night walks with you to take me home. With you I never feel alone.
These little songs make me glad to call you mine. And you have got my head in the clouds. Oh.
1, 2, 3. All that I need is your body next to me on rainy days. Just need your company, don't need too much. Just your simple love and it's everything.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah. Nice to see you here. I have been to the bookstore and I wanted to do a little cute, cozy come bookshop with me. It was really hard to film this book shopping trip because there was so many people around me, and I was visiting my brother, so he was trying to film and it just felt really awkward to film. So I got some footage and that's what you guys have already seen. Now I'm going to show you guys the books I bought. I did not buy a lot of books, but I also have a little haul of recent books that I've gotten because I have gotten some recent books that are pretty new, so I kind of wanted to show them as well. You guys have probably seen some of them already because I showed you guys all the books on my physical TBR. If you guys have watched that video, you have probably seen some of these books, but I just wanted to do a little video on it because I felt like I really enjoyed the footage that I actually got like in the bookstore, and I felt like it would be a really cute video to just do a little haul of recent books that I've gotten. I hope you guys would want to stick around and see what books I got. Let's just get started. These books actually go with my gift cards I got for Christmas, and these are pretty recent. I got them in January, I think. So I got the whole Actar series. I've talked about them before, but I just need to show them again because they're so... I love the covers, first of all, and they are... I'm intrigued to see what this is all about. I've already read A Court of Thorns and Roses, and this... I get this 4 stars because I really enjoyed the book. It was kind of complicated to get through like the first half of it actually, or like most of the book, because it was just so much world building and I was just kind of bored because there were so much happening but also nothing happening. But the end of the book just made up for the whole boring part, and it was really good, so I gave 4 stars because I just loved the ending, and it was such a good way to end a first book. Always need to start somewhere, so I felt like it was a really good start of the series. It just takes so long to just read one little chapter, like one page. I don't like the whole font because it's so small and my brain doesn't want to function. I actually bought the second book on my Kindle. I'm gonna go through some of my Kindle reads, or some of the new reads on my Kindle today as well. I got this on my Kindle so I can read it on my Kindle instead. I'm gonna read this whole series by the end of 2023, and hopefully I can get myself to finish the series. I really want to, so I'm excited. We're talking about my Kindle. I thought that I could just show the recent books I got on there because I've been buying a lot of new books on my Kindle. I did go a little crazy. This is so easy to buy books on, so I just ended up buying. I'm gonna go through them. I have Darling Wyndham, which is a book that I'm currently buddy reading with a group, and this is so long. I already started it. It's 716 pages, but it's a fast read, so I feel like you can get through it really fast if you're interested in the story. And so far it's really interesting and kind of dark, like darker than I thought it would be. So if you guys want to read that, go check trigger warnings. And then I got 7 Days in June. I'm super excited to read this book. I've just heard a lot of good things about it. It just sounds really good. That is also one of my highest anticipated reads for 2023. Hopefully I get to pick it up soon. And then I got Long Shot. I got that for free actually. Another dark romance, or not even, I don't think it's a romance, I think it's just about like dark topics, but then there's also romance in the book. I don't even know what it's about, so I need to check that out before I read it. I got Magnolia Parks, which I'm super scared to read, but I'm also super excited. I've heard so many things about this book, or like this whole series. Some people hate it because it's too toxic, but all the others really love it, so I'm excited to see what I think about it. So I've read Addicted To You and Ricochet, but I've not read the other books in the Calloway Sister Addicted to You series. So I downloaded Addicted for Now, and I also got Kiss the Sky because that was only 99 cents or something. It was on sale, so I got that. And yeah, I'm excited to read the rest of the series. Falling for Your Fake Fiance. I think it's a fake dating trope. Checkmate, which is another book. I don't even know what it's about. I just got it because it looked cool. And then I also got Sleepover. I think it's Single Parent. And then I got If We Break Up, and I'm pretty sure that is a young adult romance. I think it's set in high school, but I'm not sure. And I got The Housemaid, which I'm not sure what it's about. I just know that it's a thriller. I actually love thrillers, and I love true crime, and I love like all these scary action filled thrillers. Then I also got A Man Called Ove. A lot of people say Ovi or Ova. It's actually a Swedish book, so I was thinking of maybe reading it in Norwegian or Swedish, and I picked it up in English instead. Felt like reading it in English. It's basically a heartbreaking and a really funny story about Ove, who is alone and kind of dealing with his life, and how he kind of sees life. Is really grumpy, but then there's also like a plot twist that is supposed to kill you, and that you'll cry for days. I'm excited. So that was all the books that I've recently bought on my Kindle. I really love like finding books that are not that popular to just see what they're really about, because it's really interesting to just look for books that I've never really heard of and just read them without anyone kind of judging them because they're so popular. That's the thing I really don't like with BookTok and bookstagram, that there's a lot of pressure to like certain books and dislike other books. So I feel like when you read something you've never read before and you've never heard of before, you kind of get to make your own real opinion on the book. Lastly, I have some books that I'm going to show you. So the books that I got while I was shopping were 5 Feet Apart. I've already talked about this in my most recent video. I watched the movie and it sounds really interesting, the whole book, so I'm really excited to read it and see the differences, because when I watched the movie I was not into reading. The last and the next book I got while I was book shopping was If He Had Been With Me. I've heard so many things on this book, and it's supposed to be heartbreaking and just tragic, but also really good, like a good story. It's a young adult book. So it's basically about two people that were inseparable, and then something happened, they changed or something happened. I'm gonna feature these in a really cool and exciting video I'm gonna film soon that I'm really excited to share with you. So stay tuned for that video because it's gonna be really fun. Also have two other books that I just wanted to share with you that I recently got at Thousand Splendid Suns, which is the same author who wrote The Kite Runner, and I'm really excited to read this because I just want to try something different. I don't really know how to explain this book, but it says that it's an unforgettable portrait of a wounded country and a deeply moving story of family and friendship. It is a beautiful, heart-wrenching story of an unforgiving time. It sounds really powerful, and I love reading books that I really like, themes of books that are like really strong and they mean something, and they're just so they have a big impact on you, and I really want to find a new book that kind of hits me that way. And lastly, I got a book from the library. This Woven Kingdom. I have the Shatter Me series. I love that series with all my heart. It's so good. If this is as good as Shatter Me was, I'm gonna die because I love Shatter Me so much. Also, the sequel to this came out like recently, so I'm super excited to pick that up after. I hope you guys enjoyed this little haul plus bookstore vlog. I'm gonna hopefully see you in my next video. Like and subscribe and comment and do all the things you know how to do. If you like this video, go check out my bookstagram. I'm gonna put it on the screen somewhere. And hope you guys have the best day ever, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.